Uncanny X-Men 193. This is actually the 100th anniversary issue of Uncanny X-Men, or the All New, All Different X-Men, as they refer to on the cover. This is actually the cover of the DM variant of this omnibus, so really cool to see that. But the issue opens to Sean Cassidy being mugged and kidnapped by Thunderbird, who turns out to be, his brother, which I think his name is, give me 1 second here, I'm looking it up. James Proudstar. So his brother is John Proudstar. So he kidnaps Banshee, Sean Cassidy, takes him to the Cheyenne Mountain close to the NORAD Missile Command Center, which is where the original Thunderbird passed away, and basically baits the X-Men into going there, which the X-Men are very hesitant to do because, as with all the stuff going on recently in the comics, the mutants are not really looked upon favorably. So trying to invade a military installation to go find one of their fellow X-Men friends is probably not the best move, but obviously they go anyway because they have to save Sean and hopefully talk some sense into James. So they end up going there. Actually, before that, I do want to mention that Professor X is recovering from his last issue where he got knocked in the head. Callisto nurses him back to health and basically tells him, like, look, like, you're not going to be able to do a lot of stuff for a while, so take it easy. If you do too much stuff, you can end up killing yourself. So he goes on the mission, but he's very much very much limited in what he can do. So the X-Men kind of infiltrate the base. Most of the X-Men are chased by what's known as Secbots, which I guess are like the next version of Mandroids. I don't know. And then we see Wolverine and Shadowcat are being tasked to find Sean. So they find Sean, and then Wolverine and Thunderbird engage in a fight. Kitty Pryde gets Sean out and then tries to come back, and then gets caught in the fight as well. So basically, the end of this issue ends with, there's a lot of fighting going on here, right? You have Colossus fighting Firestar. You have some other people kind of taking fights as well, fighting against the military base. But at the very end, Xavier is able to talk to James and say, like, look, your brother's death was an accident. Like, it's not. I was linked with him telepathically before he passed away, and it was an accident. We didn't purposely kill him. It's not like we left him on there to die. So Thunderbird's about to stab Xavier when he pulls back and says, I can't kill him. So in some ways, I guess that's a good resolution to this issue. The X-Men again are still hated, and at the very end of this issue, we see Nimrod again, watching the news about the X-Men invading this base, and basically is like, I need to go after the X-Men now. And that's where our story ends. So I guess I'll have to wait till Omnibus Volume 5 to find out what happens there, but pretty weird cliffhanger to be left on. Not cliffedge, cliffhanger. But yeah, this was a really good double-sized issue. It flew by for me, honestly. The art here is not significant, is amazing, honestly. This again is John Romita Jr., so can't go wrong with that. But just a lot of stuff going on here, obviously harkening back to the original storyline from Uncanny X-Men 93 and I think 94 when Thunderbird passed away. So really cool to see that. And yeah, this is a great issue, honestly. Much better than the last storyline we had, so really nice to see this. So that was Uncanny X-Men 193.